And according to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, anywhere between 45,000 to well over 100,000 cars a day will drive on I-75 in the state of Kentucky.
That means when they are extending construction projects on the interstate, like the current work going on in Madison and Fayette counties, drivers can see some significant slowdowns.
And while the traffic is frustrating, the work being done is to pave a safe path for Kentucky drivers in the long term. WKYT's Alexa Minton tells us more.
Nobody likes road delays. There's two seasons, right? There's construction season and winter.
Philip Blankenship is one of the many central Kentucky drivers that currently has to struggle through some construction delays along I-75. But the backups don't bother him as much because to him, the workers are putting a purpose to the pavement.
They say two things causes fatalities. The primary one's the number of vehicles on a roadway. I can't control that. The other one's the materials that go into it.
Blankenship is a civil engineer who owns and runs Blankenship Asphalt Tech and Training, where they not only experiment and create different types of asphalt, but they also test the results to find the safest and most efficient option for Kentucky roadways.
If you're baking a cake, instead of specifying the ingredients, how's the cake taste? So in the roadway, we want to understand what we can do to it to make it crack less, to make it safer to drive on, to make it smoother, to not push out or rut.
The stretch of I-75 near Blankenship's lab is undergoing a resurfacing and milling project, improving upon the top layer of the interstate.
Eventually the surface wears out just like a coat of paint on the house and you have to scrape it off and repaint. Well, that's what we're doing, is we're milling off a couple of inches and putting a new surface back on it. The trick is to be able to lengthen the time between resurfacing.
The research and testing of asphalt that Blankenship and his team do isn't just about getting our roads to last longer before the next paving project, but it's also about making Kentucky roads safer.
I get frustrated with all the slowdown, but it's absolutely critical for us to be able to drive safely. Kentucky is a lead state in moving forward in friction and safety and trying to make Kentucky's roads better.
Along I-75, Alexa Minton, WKYT.
Well, Madison County will see construction on I-75 south of the Clays Ferry Bridge on weekdays from 7 a.m. through 3 p.m. until October. While improvements are being made and you might get caught in one of those slowdowns, just remember all that work being done is just some asphalt innovation to improve road safety.